In this lesson, we will look at paraphrasing. Paraphrasing essentially means that you say something that someone else has already said, but in a different way. Paraphrasing is important for 3 reasons. Number 1, the IELTS speaking rubric clearly and explicitly states that you must paraphrase if you want to get a good band score. Number 2, paraphrasing helps improve your vocabulary score, which is 25% of your overall score. And number 3, it may also improve your grammar score, which is another 25% of your score. To understand this, let's see a couple examples. Here we have 2 part 1 questions. Number 1, what is your country famous for? And number 2, are cinema tickets expensive in your country? If we look at question 1, a bad or unparaphrased answer might be, in my country, we are famous for our food. This is a bad and unparaphrased answer because the words country and famous for could easily be paraphrased, but they are not. A paraphrased answer might be, the United States is very well known for its fast food chains. Here, the word country is replaced with United States, and famous for is replaced with well known for. And if we look at question 2, we do not want to make the same mistake. So a paraphrased answer might be, movie tickets are quite costly in my nation. Here, cinema tickets becomes movie tickets, expensive becomes costly, and country becomes nation. The most common way to paraphrase is exactly what we just did, which is using synonyms or alternative words and phrases to say the same thing. However, sometimes it is not very easy to think of other words to come up with new synonyms in the moment. So, if you're not able to do so, I have 2 solutions to help you paraphrase even without actually changing any of the words. The first way is to just change the word order. It is very common that you can just take the end of their sentence and switch it to the beginning of your answer. For example, question 2, are cinema tickets expensive in your country, ends with a preposition phrase, in your country. We can just take this and move it to the beginning of our answer, which would be, in my country, cinema tickets are very expensive. Now we have still paraphrased without actually changing any of the words. All we have done is change the word order. So to practice this once more, how could we do the same thing with this question? Are electric vehicles common in your city? I'll give you a second to think, and the answer is, in my city, electric vehicles are quite common. Here, again, we have not changed any words. We didn't have to think very much. All we did was we noticed the end of the sentence had a preposition phrase, and we switched it to the front. With a little bit of practice, this will become routine and quite easy. So that is our trick number 1, to paraphrase without actually using any new words. The second is with word form. Many words have many different versions. They have multiple versions. For example, anxiety, which is a noun, could also be anxious, which is an adjective. or the infinitive to run and the gerund running. These could easily be changed and used to paraphrase. For example, in this question, is it important to be patient? The adjective patient doesn't have a lot of synonyms or really any alternative way to easily replace that word. What we could do is we could say, I think having patience is very important. Now, the adjective patient has been replaced with the noun patience. So in this video, we have learned 3 things. Number 1, we have learned that paraphrasing is when we say something that has already been said, but in a different way. Number 2, we have learned that paraphrasing is essential to get a good score, as it will help your vocabulary and grammar scores. And number 3, there are 3 ways that you can paraphrase. You can use synonyms, you can change the word order, and you can use different word forms.